Pick up on them right. That'll be a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. We go with a direct snap. As the first down is still going. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the run, it's Jackson. Breaking free at the 35. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Finds his man. It's Williams. Physical run earns the first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want and hit it for a big one.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Makes a nice move there. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Caught quickly. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
To throw, it's back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And now to try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 21, LSU 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, you can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's White. And he's brought down at the 16 and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll try and run it with the fullback. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain will move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The Dogs churn out another first down. Off the play fake on first down. And he's got his man open downfield.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Tackled way behind the line. There.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Quick throw over the middle. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Dude, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's White. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's got his man in the open field. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Back to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the kickoff will be a return. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long now from their own 10. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. It's a short completion to the tight end. Gets some space around the 30. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back. 1st and 10. Woo. Catch your breath after that.
Intercepted in the end zone. It's a fumble. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Here's a throw underneath to the back.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Airing this one out toward the sideline. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No chance to catch him. Boy,
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fires it to the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Play action here on first down. Pressure is coming. He escapes the sack. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Beck. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And now a carry here for the fullback. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Bulldogs will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws that. Big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's back to throw again on second down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point try coming now. Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Makes a quick grab. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
And they heave it deep downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. Inside the 40. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 48, LSU 28.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Time's up. Second down.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. To throw, it's back. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Close to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Let's it fly to the wideout. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 3 with the catch in the end zone.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And he knocks it right through.
That makes the score Georgia 48, LSU 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Back to throw. It's Beck. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Pass caught. Second down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made over the middle. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Off target with a throw, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. He's got some room and some blockers here.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. When he can't bring it in, might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. 2nd down now.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Dropping back. It's back. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Send the back in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. When the receiving team makes the recovery, the hands team does its job perfectly.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Rifles this football to the left. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, LSU.
Head coach say, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 3 on previous fourth down attempts. To the air. It's Nussmeier. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. And the interception will end at the final play of the ballgame. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.